In this video, you'll learn how to create a landing page to communicate important information. These steps are helpful when dealing with a crisis. A landing page is a dedicated destination for your chosen topic and allows visitors to easily return to a central source of truth for the issue. To create one, you'll need to first create a navigation term that can be easily accessed by your site visitors. To create a new navigation term or sub-navigation term, you'll need to first log into your CMS and use the commands menu located on the bottom left-hand corner of your browser and choose Manage Navigation. The first view is the list view of your site structure, including both navigation terms and sub-navigation terms. To create a new navigation term, select the Add Term tab at the top of the page. If you want this landing page to live on a specific dedicated URL, use full term name to define the URL. Today, we would like our landing page to be located at digitaldeployment.com/crisis. Our menu, though, is going to state Crisis Communication Strategies. This way, the URL is easier to navigate to, but when navigating the site, it's clearly communicated what types of information would be located here. For our site structure, this new term is going to live underneath our already existing navigation term called Ideas and Updates. When creating the navigation term for the first time, we like to suggest that you restrict the term to the editor role, as well as hide the term from unauthorized users, as well as show a lock icon on the navigation term. These are best practices to ensure that while you're creating content for the page, that your existing and current site visitors won't be impacted. Scroll all the way to the bottom of the page and click Save. After saving your new nav term, you'll be able to access your new dedicated landing page by using your site's menu navigation. The next step is to add an overview to this page. An overview is a place to introduce your audience to the type of information they will find. Use content zones to identify the overview region and use the gear icon to add an overview. We recommend adding a title, subtitle, body text, as well as an image to ensure that the content is both an engaging and enjoyable experience for your readers. If you feel like your content is ready to be published, go ahead and check the box for publish and save the post so that this new landing page now has a dedicated space to communicate information that will be found on it. Now that you have your landing page with a dedicated URL and an overview that describes the content that will be shared, now you can start adding additional content. Go ahead and turn on Content Zones and use the gear icon on the left of the post text to add a new post. Here is where you'll be able to create a title, subtitle, and additional body text, as well as using any of the other attributes related to a post, such as images, file attachments, videos, related links, any contact info, and go ahead and publish this on your page. Another important component of an effective landing page is to give your visitors an option to subscribe to a list by inputting their email address. This will allow for easy distribution of content using our bundle and blast feature. Let's first create the pod by turning on content zones, clicking on the gear icon on the right near the pods region, and adding a pod. We're going to add a title such as Subscribe for Updates with some simple text that lets the user know that we will share information with them as it becomes available. Scroll down and publish this pod and click Save. As you'll see here, it's missing the key component of receiving email addresses. The next step is to use the Edit Flyout menu to configure the web form. Here's where we'll add an email field, and we'll also go into the form settings to ensure that this field is visible at the pod level. Select Form Settings, scroll down to the Advanced Settings section, and check the box Show Complete Form in Teaser. Don't forget to click Save at the end. Let's go back and view the pod. And here you'll be able to see that they have a great way of inputting their email address and knowing that as new information becomes available, that content will be shared with me. If you'd like to get the new Subscribe for Updates pod connected with a MailChimp group, you'll need to follow the following steps. Use the Edit Flyout menu on the right-hand corner of the pod and click on Configure Web Form. First, you're going to want to click on the Campaigns tab and make sure that you have all of the correct groups pulled in from your MailChimp account. Here, I don't have the one that I need, so I'm going to click on Update Groups for MailChimp. And this has pulled in a newly created group called Crisis Communication Strategies. If you have any issues pulling groups from your MailChimp account, please contact us at support@digitaldeployment.com. Once you see your specific group here, we then suggest that you go over to the Web Form tab, click on Subscriptions, and inside of the Email Component section, we're going to check the box Crisis Communication Strategies. What this means is every time that this form is submitted, we're going to enroll that email address into the Crisis Communication Strategies group. Scroll to the bottom and click Save. Now, whenever someone types in their email address, we can confirm that their email address will flow from our system into the MailChimp account and make it easier to use the bundle and blast feature.